back to the campus of Coronado High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is game 2 of the GEICO Top Flight Invite at the Border League. We just had a buzzer beater in game 1 with Virginia Gold beating LV Orange. We hope game 2 can be just as good. It's the 3-seed Prolific Prep against the number 6 seed Hoop Nation. I'm Brandon Liebhaber alongside former WNBA player Rusha Brown. Rusha, let's take a look at the starting lineups for this ball game. Prolific Prep comes in with a highly touted team, 4 players in the top 35 of the ESPN 100, including MJ Rice, who is on his way to Kansas next year.
And you see the body of a man out there, long, athletic, strong, but he's such an incredible player, and you're going to see tonight just how he enforces himself on this court.
And Hoop Nation from Southern California, led by a 4-star player in Jared McCain. He's number 24 in white. Hoop Nation with the basketball. They win the opening tip, and they will be going from right to left on your screen. Prolific Prep is in black, going from left to right. Prolific Prep in transition. Here is Rice, and he is fouled hard. Playing 16-minute halves in this event. This is the second of 4 quarterfinals today. Rice will go to the line. And now we take a look at that starting lineup for Hoop Nation. Jared McCain in the ESPN 60 has not committed yet. And there are our first points of the game.
And Jared McCain still exploring his options, but great athletic talent. Tonight we'll see as he plays against the top prospects.
Prolific Prep has become very quickly one of the best programs in high school basketball. Ola Joseph misses. And it'll stay with Prolific Prep. 4 players in the top 35 of the ESPN 100. They feature players from 6 different countries, including their very talented center, Adam Bona, number 34 in black. There's MJ Rice with the follow.
He's ready. I'm sure he picked up on that energy from the last game and just really coming in and making sure he gets that tip in.
Rice saw Chris Livingston make the buzzer beater. Livingston number 12 in the ESPN 100. But Rice is not far behind. He's number 20 overall, a 4-star recruit committed to Kansas. Early lead for Prolific Prep in our second quarter final. The winner of this game will face Virginia Gold after that buzzer beater. They won 70-69 in our opening game. Hoop Nation unable to get on the board.
And the defensive presence of Prolific Prep.
Adam Bona throws it down on the end of an alley-oop. Great pass by Jordan Pope. Bona, one of those big-time prospects for Prolific Prep. There's Santana Huff with the basket.
And looking at the sides of Prolific Prep is definitely going to be important for Hoop Nation to use that mid-range game.
Rice misses the 3. Bona gets fouled. No, they're going to call a jump ball. How about that play by Jared McCain, able to tie up Adam Bona, who has quite a few inches on him.
That's hustle, just off that missed shot and getting that rebound. He was ready to get up there and put that back. But great job of getting his hand on that ball.
McCain is 6'3", Bona is 6'10".
I'd say he's giving up a few inches.
Maybe more than a few. Here's Rice. Wanted the reverse layup, no good. Hoop Nation with the basketball. Williams with a good-looking stroke. The big man knocks it down.
He got the block down on the other end and came down and finished with that mid-range jumper.
Jordan Pope at the controls, gives it up to Trey White. Going the other way. Dent. Oh my goodness, Adam Bona with the rejection.
That looked more like a volleyball spike.
Trey White can't make the three. Here's McCain. Oh, they leave him all alone, and you can't do that. He is a knockdown shooter.
Clearly they don't know. I'm sure it's on the scouting report.
I'm sure head coach Billy McKnight for Prolific Prep mentioned that you want to keep an eye on Jared McCain. McCain, coming off an excellent summer, helped his team win the Peach Jam event as Bona lays it in with the left hand.
Gives a glance over to the ref because he got a little contact there.
Bona, a five-star recruit, number 17 in the ESPN 100, still uncommitted as Dent floats it in. Rice pulls up from deep and knocks it down.
Reading the defense and seeing everybody waiting on that inside. The weak side was there if he wanted to penetrate, but he was able to get that shot up over the top of his defender.
Both of these California teams,
oh my God,
looking for an alley-oop. Donovan Dent's pass in search of Aaron McBride, but it was way too high. Rice wide open. He makes him pay. A quick start for MJ Rice of Prolific Prep.
And it's smooth. That shot just knocks down nice and easy. Just going through the rim.
Donovan Dent. Come on, let's go. Foul away from the ball. 13-9, Prolific Prep, the 3 seed in front of the 6 seed Hoop Nation. Game 2 of 4 quarterfinals. Thanks for joining us on the Who's Next YouTube channel. That's the head coach Billy McKnight back at Prolific Prep. He actually left for a couple of years after serving as the head coach at the U.S. Basketball Academy in Blue River, Oregon. Hoop Nation gets a 3. They trail by just a point. Prolific Prep from Napa, California, north part of the state. Hoop Nation from Corona, that's in Southern California. And a foul down low after the rebound for Aaron McBride.
Right now you still see a lot of parity. Both teams are working really hard, playing great defense. Of course, MJ Rice has setting the standard with his shots outside and being super aggressive. But this Hoop Nation team is not intimidated.
Prolific Prep certainly has more star power, but Hoop Nation, this is a team that has a lot of very competitive players. As Bona whips a football player, he said he finishes with the right hand. How about that?
As soon as the ball came off, he was out and off to the races.
McCain from deep. He is a deadly shooter.
He caught it and went straight into that shot. Didn't need much time at all. So the defense is going to have to make an adjustment because any look he gets at the basket, it's going up.
A whistle and a foul, not on the block. I think they called the foul down low. As we take another look. And the foul going against Santana Huff, not Devin Williams, who came in with that block.
Big man coming over to help, but a little too late.
Anthony White goes by Trey. He is also in the ESPN 100 as you take a look at Josh Giles, the head coach for Hoop Nation. Also serves as the head coach for Corona Centennial High School in Southern California. They had a banner year last year. They actually knocked off a highly touted Sierra Canyon team in the CIF Southern Section Championship last year. So Hoop Nation certainly not going to be scared of this Prolific Prep team. There's a steal. White lays it in. Prolific Prep by 4 in the early going.
Jared McCain makes a great decision. Just get out of the way. It's not worth a foul this early in the game. for our contested layup.
And there's a foul in the backcourt. Take another look at that last steal. Great job by Trey White just reading the passing lane.
Ran through that passing lane like a DB.
Almost another steal. McCain able to salvage the possession. Then he turns it over. Dior Johnson is in the game now. Surprised that we didn't see him in the starting lineup. He's actually the highest ranked player in the ESPN 100 on this prolific prep team. Number 15 overall, 5-star recruit. Recently committed to Oregon. Johnson gives it up. The prolific prep turns it over. That's Infamara Dabo.
Look at the length on this team. Definitely going to put some pressure on Hoop Nation as far as getting to the basket.
Adam Bona goes up high. No goaltending call. Boy, you can see why Bona is wanted by the likes of Kansas, UCLA, and others. Johnson with the fadeaway, no good. McCain in transition. Nice feed inside. Bona with another block. Boy.
You gotta know what's going on down there in the post. That big man is coming to get every single shot.
Adam Bona with yet another rejection. There's McCain. That won't count. An offensive foul away from the basketball. You cannot leave Jared McCain open. He had a great high school season last year at Corona Centennial, and over the summer helped his team Why Not win at the Peach Jam, one of the big events on the AAU summer circuit. Ben Jenkins misses a three. Down low in from Dabo with the dunk.
Denied at first, got it right back and went up even stronger than the first time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. So prolific prep out to an early 21-15 lead. Yeah, this prolific prep team, as I mentioned, players from 6 different countries, 4 players ranked in the ESPN 100 by ESPN's National Recruiting Director, Paul Biancardi. This is a star-studded team, as are most of the teams in this event. Throw down, Devin Williams with the finish.
He said, you're not the only big man out here that can throw it down. And you watch the offensive set by Hoop Nation. They pull the big men away from the basket and then set that back screen.
Dior Johnson thought about a 3. Instead, he takes it 2 and knocks it down. Now a turnover. How about Donovan Dent with the block and then a foul in transition? Yeah, Hoop Nation, they want their love too. It's not just prolific prep in this ball game. 7:47 to go in the first half. And Hoop Nation hanging around against the 3-seed prolific prep. Another look at this block from Donovan Dent.
Welcome to the block party happening on both ends of the court.
No good that time from Eric Freeney. MJ Rice, boy, has he made his presence felt early in this ball game.
He woke up this morning and definitely chose violence because every time he comes to the basket, he is attacking.
And Dabo on the other end with a block. Prolific prep off to a good start. They lead by 8 early.
Getting to the basket. But you see it coming from every side. They are contesting every shot, going up strong to deny those shots.
This is a big, long team that Prolific Prep has. Hoop Nation looking for something. Here's McCain forcing the issue, and he knocks it down. He is just a shot maker.
He did a great job of making space and getting over his defender. Not going too deep, because those shot blockers are down there.
6-point lead for Prolific Prep. Dior Johnson tried to feed it inside, but Morsek wasn't expecting it, so it's a turnover. And a foul down low the other way. Hoop Nation looks to get back in this ball game.
But a great decision made on the fast break. Everybody's coming down the block. You see him coming up, getting ready to knock it out of bounds. Kick it back out, but was able to draw the foul.
Hoop Nation will probably have to rely on their shooting from distance against all the shot blockers inside for Prolific Prep. Jason Lee going to the line.
When you're playing against a team that's so long, you got to have a lot of movement, a lot of back screens, and just make sure the bigs are not standing waiting.
This is the first of a 1-and-1. Prolific Prep with the ball. They lead by 6. Almost 10 minutes into this ball game. Dior Johnson up top. And Trey White throws it down. Count it, plus a foul.
And B.J. Taylor didn't have a chance, just trying to get back.
Prolific Prep jumping out of the gym early here at Coronado High School in Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us on the Who's Next YouTube channel. I'm Brandon Liebhaber. She is Lucia Brown, former WNBA player, and this is game 2 of 4 today. It has been fun so far. Trey White completes the 3-point play, and Prolific Prep has an early 9-point lead, so Hoop Nation looking for an answer.
And MJ Rice with a hand.
This time Joseph with the finish, and Hoop Nation calls a timeout. Prolific Prep leads by 11. It has been a dunk party in the early going.
Just the energy you see with MJ Rice. I don't know if you watched after the dunk, just his enthusiasm for his teammates. It's going to be a long night if Hoop Nation doesn't figure out a way to take care of the ball and get some shots up.
Billy McKnight likes what he sees from his Prolific Prep team as they are out to an early 30-19 lead against Hoop Nation. Game 1, we had just a sensational affair, a 1-point win for Virginia Gold at the buzzer against LV Orange. Prolific Prep looking to make sure that game 2 isn't quite as close. Still plenty of time, 6 minutes and change left in the first half.
Hoop Nation has got to figure out a way to get more looks at the basket for Jared McCain. He's an automatic scorer. He does great things, but this pressure on defense from Prolific Prep is causing a big challenge.
Jason Lee drives, and his pass goes through the legs of Devin Williams. And McCain, the most highly thought of prospect for Hoop Nation, the 29th ranked player in the ESPN 60, a 4-star recruit. He's in his junior year. MJ Rice goes baseline and lays it in. MJ Rice making it look easy in the early going. McCain loses the ball but gets a foul call.
When you have limited bigs on the other team, you can force that and try and get some fouls, but this team has bigs that continue to come, so he's going to have to figure out a way to get these fouls, score some points, and get some jumpers.
McCain going to the line. You look at the heights on this Prolific Prep team, I mean, it reads like a D1 or maybe even an NBA team.
Absolutely.
6'10", 6'8", 7 feet. There's a foul in the backcourt. Dior Johnson picks up his opponent, Jason Lee. Adam Bona's 6'10", Morsek is 7 feet tall. A couple of 6'8" guys as well on this prolific prep roster. Prolific Prep hasn't been around that long. Established in 2014. So far has produced guys like Josh Jackson, Gary Trent Jr., Jalen Green. They have quickly made a name for themselves on the high school basketball circuit. Kane thought about a three. Instead, he floats it in.
Right over the fingertips of the big coming over to knock it out of bounds.
On the other end, Prolific Prep gets an answer.
So they dunk and they shoot the three. So that's going to be a real big challenge for Hoop Nation on trying to figure out how to defend this Prolific Prep team.
Joshua Ola Joseph knocking down that last three. Prolific Prep getting the ball back. Ola Joseph might not be on the ESPN 100, but he's still heading to Minnesota. So even the players that aren't headliners for Prolific Prep, in large part, those guys are heading to Power 5, big-time Division I programs.
And that just tells you about the talent on this team. They are incredibly big and talented, and we see it being displayed here this afternoon.
Right to Bona for the alley-oop.
No help coming from the weak side.
Prolific Prep putting on a highlight reel so far. Nation looking for an answer so far. They've come up short. We'll stay with Prolific Prep. They lead by 16 early, 37-21, as we take another look at the alley-oop.
It's too big, too strong. No way anybody's going to contest that.
Kane able to save it for Hoop Nation. There's Adam Bona again. He's 6'10" senior.
He's looking at a double-double by the end of the game with blocks.
Maybe a triple-double with rebounds.
Yep.
Kane misses the three. MJ Rice. No, but Bono with the putback dunk. Timeout. Adam Bona from a 39-21 lead. What a half this young man is having.
Yeah, Prolific Prep makes it look so easy. They get the open shots, and when they miss it, they have the putbacks with an exclamation point.
Bona, number 17 in the ESPN 100. He's a 5-star recruit, currently uncommitted. He recently visited Kansas, also has interest from Kentucky and UCLA, so you know he's a big-time player.
Definitely will have to make a decision, but it'll be his because he is such an incredible talent. Any coach that's seeking him out will be very, very happy to have him.
He's a really cool story, too. Born and raised in Nigeria, but he moved when he was 14 to Turkey, and he played professional basketball there, also represented Turkey internationally at the U16 and U18 level, became a Turkish citizen. But now he's in the U.S., and as we went over, he has his pick when it comes to where he plays college basketball. How about that?
Made a duck in from behind that defender.
Devin Williams throws it down. Prolific Prep unable to answer. There's a foul down low. Hoop Nation looking just to stay in this one. Foul going the other way. And Hoop Nation is in the bonus. Another look at that Devin Williams dunk.
And just when he came away from it, the defender snuck out to get the outside pass, but able to sneak in and get that nice little bunny. Finish with a nice dunk.
Right on top of Dabo. But overall, Billy McKnight has to be happy with the way his Prolific Prep team is playing. Jared McCain, 6'3" guard. He's a junior. The guy who will have a pretty good list of schools to choose from when that time comes.
So here, Hoop Nation needs to figure out something on defense, not make it look so easy. And a steal is a great way to get it started.
Kane with a nice feed. Williams misses, but an offensive rebound. Hoop Nation turns it over. Trey White, with the Euro step.
And the flex. Got a little contact coming through.
And that's a turnover. Hoop Nation not having anything come easy in this ball game.
Right now, it's really important for Hoop Nation to take care of the basketball. They already are having challenges on defense, but you can't continue to give a team like Prolific Prep multiple chances at the basket.
You've got to play a pretty much perfect game to beat Prolific Prep. And that's a foul. Looked like a nifty move, but Bona is going to get called for the screen.
It's the look on his face for me. He's like, but what? What happened?
Not me.
Of course not. Yep, that little stick out of the foot.
Yeah, he tripped the defender that time. Hoop Nation has their work cut out for them and turn it back over.
You want to get your shooter open and giving him a chance, but you have got to stay there and let him come to you. So a lot of the post players have been getting in trouble this evening, just moving on those screens.
Aaron McBride called for the illegal screen there. A little more than 2 minutes to go in the first half here at Coronado High School in Las Vegas. Game 2 of the GEICO Top Flight Invite at the Border League. Bona drives and draws a foul.
But when you have your big man able to make that type of move, fake the handoff, and still get to the basket and contest, there's a problem.
Pretty nice move. And Bona now will go to the free throw line where he misses the first of two. Bona and MJ Rice have been the standouts for Prolific Prep. Winner of this game plays Virginia Gold. They won our opener on a buzzer beater from Chris Livingston. Then we've got 2 more games later as well. Jump shot no good for Donovan Den. I think it'll stay with Hoop Nation. They say that one was blocked and went out of bounds off of Prolific. Our next game is Dream City against Vertical Academy. As McCain draws the foul. That game features the #1 recruit in the class of 2022, Shaden Sharp, and Mikey Williams, one of the most electrifying juniors in the country. And then we round things out with #1 CBC against #8 Arenado.
No shortage of talent in this tournament from every level and every position, every class.
Guys playing in this event you're going to see at big-time colleges in the next couple of years, and maybe even the NBA beyond that. Prolific Prep with a comfortable 15-point lead. Dior Johnson slips it. Nice pass and the finish from Enfamara Dabo.
And the footwork by the big man, feeling the contact and spinning baseline to get that shot up.
Foul on the other end.
Dior Johnson trying to get up into the body of McCain.
McCain at the line. See if Hoop Nation can cut this deficit going into the break. They trail now by 16 after McCain makes the first foul shot. Prolific Prep has made it look easy so far. both foul shots, trying to keep his team in the game. Prolific Prep in front by 15. They've got the basketball. Foul. That one going against Santana Huff.
See the pressure he's trying to put on, not let him get to the ball. He knows defense is important, but you can't push through the body of Dior Johnson.
Dior Johnson at the line.
Big men tangled up underneath trying to get that rebound.
So we'll do it again. Dior Johnson at the line, recently committed to Oregon. 15 in the ESPN 100, 5-star recruit. Johnson now headed to the bench after those foul shots. Basket no good for McBride that time. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Hoop Nation.
Blocks even coming out on the jump shots with the length of the Prolific Prep post players.
Just getting it up there is a challenge against this team. Kane to McBride. And that's a 5-second violation. McBride was looking to find an outlet and he just couldn't find anyone.
He put the ball down when he first caught it, was stuck in that corner, didn't have an outlet to get somebody else the basketball.
Here we go. Jordan Pope with the ball. Final half minute of a half.
This hustle on the boards. 4 people around him, and he still managed to get up and get his hands on the ball and gain possession for his team again.
Prolific Prep with 46 points. Remember, these are 16-minute halves. There's a steal after the block. McCain with a deep 3, and he draws a foul. Jordan Pope trying to argue that he got ball. Ref's not buying it.
Yeah, he got ball and arm and leg. So the first part he was good. It's the other two that caused the problem.
Trey White actually on the foul, but it was Pope who was taking up his case with the officials.
You got to have your teammates back.
Being a team's all about. 15 seconds left. Kane looking to get 2 more points. Free throw here makes it a 15-point game. Good crowd on hand here in Vegas. Seeing some of the best high school players in the country, and we expect this building to fill up more and more as the evening goes on. Makes both. It's all 3, I should say. That was a 3-point shot he got fouled on. Final 10 seconds. We'll see if Prolific Prep can end with a bucket here. White goes deep in his bag. The fadeaway no good. And that's how the half comes to an end. But Prolific Prep living up to their name. They dominated. Adam Bona, MJ Rice, and company helping their team get out to a 46-32 lead against Hoop Nation. Prolific Prep looked every bit the part of one of the top teams in the country over the first 16 minutes.
And this is an instance where the size is definitely making a difference. Size and athleticism. They are imposing their will underneath the basket. On defense, everything is clicking for Prolific Prep, and they are making it really hard for Hoop Nation to get any consistency within their offense.
Adam Bona and MJ Rice, the standouts for Prolific Prep, and It just has been hard at times, as we've seen, for Hoop Nation to get anything going because of the length. Just getting the ball up and to the basket has been a challenge for Hoop Nation.
You're almost at an advantage just to shoot early in the set, but you got to make those shots because these guys are coming hard to block the shots, and if you don't make it, they're out in the wind on that fast break.
Jared McCain doing his part for Hoop Nation with a couple of threes, but ultimately the talent, the length, the experience, and prolific prep, that was the difference in the first half as they lead by double digits. We'll see if Hoop Nation has a comeback in them. It's game 2 of the GEICO Top Flight Invite at the Border League here on the campus of Coronado High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Along with Rusha Brown, I'm Brandon Lee Paper, and we'll take a break for halftime. We'll come back with 16 more minutes of action between Hoop Nation and Prolific Prep, the 3 seed. Prolific Prep leads by 14. Flight Invite at the Border League alongside former WNBA player Rusha Brown. I am Brandon Liebhaber. And Rusha, the first half in this ball game dominated by Prolific Prep, certainly showing why they're considered one of the best teams in the country.
And it just seemed like everybody on the court was enforcing their will and just making it extremely difficult for Hoop Nation to get any type of consistency, can't get to the basket. And on defense, you feel hopeless when you're seemingly playing against a team full of 7-footers.
That's what it seems like. In some case, that is the case for Prolific Prep, as Adam Bona, the 6'10 senior, 5-star recruit, he has been everywhere. He is commanding the skies, seemingly rejecting every shot that Hoop Nation puts up close to the basket. We'll see if the second half is a little more competitive. The winner of this ball game takes on Virginia Gold in the semifinals tomorrow. Thanks for joining us for the first 4 games on the Who's Next YouTube channel. Be sure to follow Who's Next at Who's Next HS on Twitter and Instagram. All the best content and highlights from best high school players in the country. Hoop Nation with the ball. They're going from left to right to begin this second half of action. 16 and a half of this event. Prolific Prep in black. Kane kicks it out. There's a foul to start the second half. Donovan Dent fouled before that block that would have added to Adam Bona's already impressive night.
And when you have reinforcements in the back like that, there's no need to foul. You push him towards that so that he can build up his numbers. Stat packer.
Donovan Dent going to the line. Senior guard listed at 6'1", knocks down the first of 2. There's Josh Giles, the head coach for Hoop Nation. Hoop Nation gets the first 2 points here in the second half. It's a 12-point game. I'd like to get it to single digits. That's easier said than done.
Way easier.
Foul down low. The 3 would not go for Jordan Pope. Adam Bona found himself on the hardwood, and Prolific Prep will retain possession. Rice gets the inbound. Not about a 3. Takes it right in and gets fouled.
And the composure of this team to wait for what they want. You saw the screen, but then MJ Rice coming over, cupping the basketball and protecting it until he drew the foul on the shot.
This is a big, athletic, talented, Prolific Prep team. And Rice makes the first foul shot. That's Billy McKnight. He's been the head coach pretty much since Prolific Prep's inception in 2014. He's gotten a lot of very good players from around the country and around the world to come to Napa, be part of that program. That's a hard foul going against Joshua Ola Joseph.
And off the screens, you see the pressure coming in. They're trapping and or switching, just depending on what the offense does. Look at the length. Uh-oh!
Foul. That would have been a highlight reel dunk for Bona, but I don't think Hoop Nation wanted to see him do that. Donovan Dent across the arms. That's a clear foul. Bona appears to be okay.
He had no other choice, though. It was either be in the highlight reel or make sure you stop that dunk.
They're calling that an intentional foul, so 2 shots in the ball for Bona. Bona, we mentioned him a lot in the first half. This is a guy who's played internationally. He's actually played professionally in Turkey after moving from Nigeria, which is where he was born. Now he'll have his pick when it comes to where he goes next year. Kansas, Kentucky, UCLA all reported to be in the mix. Those are the schools that you're looking at to play basketball. You're probably pretty good.
Needless to say,
layup is good there for Trey White. Yeah, I mean, as far as the best program in the country, really, I mean, you're just missing the 2 North Carolina schools, but otherwise he's got it covered with UCLA, Kentucky, and Kansas. His Hoop Nation gets a bucket. MJ Rice misses.
Nation able to push the ball and get it up, but there is no easy basket going to the paint.
You see the length affecting McCain there. Instead of a layup, he tried to float it in, but he winds up barely grazing the rim, and it's just hard when you're Hoop Nation and you're going up against all these long arms.
And that's something that doesn't show up in the stats. It's just a missed shot. However, that's an adjustment that caused that shot to be missed.
Colby and Cardi, the ESPN National Recruiting Director, calls Adam Bona a marvel. 6'10", his height, but his wingspan is 7'4". Dent misses the jump shot. Bona with the rebound.
And his agility and the kick out.
Terrific prep. Put on highlight reels worth of plays in the first half. Hoop Nation with no interest in being on a highlight reel so far in the second. That's a hard foul yet again. It'll send Joshua Ola Joseph to the line. How about the outlet pass, though, from Bona?
With guys hanging off of his arm. So that's power.
Really impressive.
You can still see the heart of Hoop Nation. They're not giving up anything easy. They're still trying to get to the basket. They're trying to do the things that they can do. But against this prolific prep team, really difficult.
Ola Joseph doesn't get the bounce, but I think we had a lane violation on that free throw. And you see the players coming in. For later games. And this event, by the way, it's not just here at Coronado High School. There are different divisions. This is the top flight division, the best of the best, but our high school teams playing all throughout Vegas this weekend. Chance to play some guys they probably wouldn't during their regular high school season. They're still in the club portion of basketball season. How about that move from McCain?
Just a little shimmy to get the defense off and move back away from the screen. Great move.
Trey White doesn't get the roll. McCain wanted it. Dent tried to go all the way. He missed, but Nation's able to maintain possession, at least for now. McCain with a deep three. You cannot give him an inch of space.
And with a shooter like that, you're never too far out of the game. If you can get a few stops, get a quick look at the basket and a couple of threes, you're right back at it. It's a 10-point ball game, and you would never know having to watch this game for the last half in 6 minutes, 3 minutes.
Prolific prep really had been dominating, but Hoop Nation now within 10. Jared McCain, he's got a penchant for winning games that maybe his teams aren't supposed to. I mentioned last year at Corona Centennial High School, he knocked off Sierra Canyon in a section championship game. His team won in the Peach Jam over the summer, another big-time AAU event. So this is a guy who's not afraid of teams that are maybe bigger, thought of as better, with more highly thought of prospects. He's not given prolific prep an inch here.
He realizes that this is the time that he gives himself a little more shine. When those big names are on the other side of the court, this is when you show up and show out.
We'll see if they can get a stop here, maybe make this a single-digit game.
And just when you thought your confidence was coming in, here comes the big man to shut it down.
Adam Bona throwing it down with authority. Three-point shot won't go as Ramsey caught. Nation maintains possession. You have to think if Hoop Nation is going to get back in this game, it's going to be with the three-point shot. Obviously, Prolific Prep is going to get some easy buckets just with their size and length. But Hoop Nation, they might be willing to trade twos for threes. McCain gets fouled. A late whistle there, no doubt about it. He got hit on the elbow.
And he is strategic in his shot taking, because right there, he knew he was going into the middle, but he pulled up just short, didn't give the defender a chance to adjust. Hit him on the hand, and now he's going to the line.
Jared McCain trying to will his team back in this one. Described by scouts as a lethal shooter. We've seen that already tonight. He says he's gotten interest from Virginia, Gonzaga, USC, Kansas, Stanford, Washington. He's currently number 29 in ESPN 60, a four-star recruit. His stock may rise heading into his senior year. This is just his junior year.
And you see the composure he has with all the pressure. All eyes are on him, but he's still making his way.
So it's a 10-point game again. Dior Johnson knocks down the corner three. Prolific Prep not letting Hoop Nation get close.
Every time they have an opportunity to go below 10, they find a way to score.
Dent misses. A tie-up on the rebound. The possession arrow favors Prolific Prep.
When your big man's not underneath, you got to get your little guys in there scrapping for the ball.
Prolific Prep with the ball. They're up a baker's dozen. Johnson rejected. And then a loose ball foul. That is against Prolific Prep. Dior Johnson, the little point guard, went right into the teeth of the defense, and he gets rejected by Devin Williams there. Offensive foul. Wasn't sure if they were going to call an offensive foul or traveling. Either way, it's a turnover.
Either way, yeah, absolutely. Those two have been going at it this last couple of possessions.
Well, you mentioned it, when you're playing guys that are highly touted and you're not ranked, like some of these Hoop Nation guys, this is a chance to make a name for yourself with maybe scouts, coaches, other analysts in attendance watching you.
Because all those coaches that are watching these guys that are uncommitted now get a chance to see you. So this is when you put your stamp on the game and give yourself an opportunity to be noted so that you can get some looks and get some phone calls and some letters in the mail.
A lot of great stories about recruits that only got noticed because a coach came to see a teammate or an opponent, and then they wind up having a huge game.
The best mindset is to understand all you need is a coach in the building. Doesn't matter who they're coming to see.
Rice is fouled hard that time by Devin Williams.
Devin Williams didn't come to play. He's definitely out here just being aggressive and understanding who he's playing against. He's got to play strong, go up hard, and not allow any easy shots.
Rice misses the first of two foul shots. Rice headed to Kansas. Rice, in his first year with Prolific Prep last year during the high school season, averaged 23 points a game with Oak Hill out of Virginia. So Hoop Nation once again down by 14. McCain into the teeth of the defense. He cannot bank it in. And Prolific Prep is off to the races. Dior Johnson, no. Adam Bona, yes.
When you have a backup like that, you just put it up. You take risks with the type of shots because you know he's going to clean it up.
A missed layup is an assist. That three is good. Ramsey Huff trying to get Hoop Nation back into it.
That's a tough shot with the big man flying towards you.
Bona. Had his shot maybe rejected, certainly altered. Here we go, Huff. Off off the rim, no. Offensive rebound, and Huff gets it back. He lays it in. It's an 11-point game. 10.5 minutes left. Prolific Prep has been in control much of this one. Second quarterfinal today. MJ Rice off the front of the rim. McCain looking for a foul in transition. They say out of bounds. It'll stay with Hoop Nation.
McCain baffled by the lack of a call there.
Yeah, he got hit across the chest by MJ Rice.
The referee on the backside not able to see all the contact on the other side, but fortunate enough for Hoop Nation, they get possession of the ball, only to give it away.
Rice fouled hard. He throws it up. He'll get 2 free throws. I was about to say on that inbound, Hoop Nation had a chance to cut it to single digits. Rice just got called for a technical there. He was getting chippy after that hard foul. Let's take another look.
You know, we see it as hard fouls, but if you don't foul this big, strong player going to the basket, he's going to get an and one. So the only way you can stop him from doing that is to make sure you got to tie him up. But the yapping afterwards caused an issue.
So Rice at the foul line. Shooting 2 for the foul. That was on Ramsey Huff in transition. Rice makes both foul shots, but now we'll go to the other end for the technical foul free throws. Jared McCain at the line all alone. McCain will shoot 2, and he actually misses the first. Rare to see Jared McCain miss a foul shot. Does make the second. 12-point game. Hoop Nation hanging around. This is game 2, a quarterfinal in the GEICO Top Flight Invite at the Border League. We're on the campus of Coronado High School in Las Vegas. Alongside former WNBA player Rusha Brown, I am Brandon Leapaper. Thank you so much for joining us. And we've got plenty more action. 2 more great games tonight. Green City and Vertical Academy is our next contest. Great pass by McCain, and Donovan Dent finally gets Hoop Nation within 9. This is the closest they've been in some time.
And the great setup by Jared McCain, sucking that defense in and being able to kick it out for the open 3.
White gives it up. Good interior passing by Prolific Prep, but it's a turnover, a travel there on Enfamara Dabo. Actually, Joshua Ola Joseph called for the travel. It was Dabo who fed him. Maybe one too many passes that time from Prolific Prep.
But here the Hoop Nation defense is figuring out a way to contest and put bodies on the bigs, making it a lot more difficult for them to score.
Hoop Nation now within 7. Aaron McBride on the receiving end of that alley-oop.
A great job of pulling the bigs away from the basket, setting that back screen makes all the difference in the world.
Dior Johnson answers right back for Prolific Prep, but we've got a ball game. Hoop Nation within 9 minutes to play. Dent around a screen, has room, floats it up and in.
They're figuring out how to get the big men at a disadvantage. Of course, you know, Bona's not in the game. However, you play against who's on the court.
Johnson fouled. That probably unnecessary. He got free. And the flyby, Dent got a piece of him. So Dior Johnson heading to the line. Johnson headed to Oregon next year. 6'3" point guard. Bounced around a lot. He's played at a number of the big name high schools, Oak Hill, Findlay here in Vegas, IMG Academy. But now he's found a home of sorts at Prolific Prep. Nice move and dish. McBride with the finish, but that was all Donovan Dent with the setup.
Great drop off or an easy layup, but you see the difference that's made without the big men underneath, but right down on the other end.
Trey White. Yeah, Prolific Prep just has an answer every time Hoop Nation does something. It's a 10-point game. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Hoop Nation. 8 minutes to go.
It started off a little rocky for Hoop Nation, but they've been able to come back, stay consistent as far as their pressure, and figure out ways to make adjustments to get open.
McCain got caught up in the air, and he didn't know what he wanted to do. Went up for the shot, then tried to pass it. And that will go to Hoop Nation. Great job by McCain. He's not letting the turnover phase him. He got down on the other end and deflected it off the knee of a Prolific Prep player.
Mindset of a champion. You don't have time to sulk over a turnover. You got to get back and try and get the ball back. Did a great job of getting it off his knee.
McCain through the defense, gets tripped, no call. Dior Johnson wanted a foul. He'll take the layup. 70-58. Prolific Prep by a dozen. Jason Lee kicks it out, and McCain draws a foul for Hoop Nation.
The refs definitely given an opportunity for the players to be a little more physical now, not making the calls that they were making in the earlier part of the game. So this is when you make your adjustment. See how the refs are calling it or not calling it, and get strong.
Hoop Nation hanging around. They've gotten to a 7-point game. McCain misses a foul shot. That was the front end of a 1-and-1 too. 3-point shot, no good for Jordan Pope. McCain, nice look up top, but Devin Williams loses the ball out of bounds, and Prolific Prep will take over, and Adam Bona, the big man, is coming back in for Prolific Prep. Hoop Nation with some opportunities to get back in this ball game, but Prolific Prep keeps taking control every time Hoop Nation makes a run.
Now you got MJ Rice back in, a dominant force, both on offense and defense. Oh, and that man.
Adam Bona, he has been a force inside. Him and Rice have led the way for Prolific Prep. Dior Johnson short arms that jump shot. Hoop Nation with the ball. They can make it a 10-point game with a bucket here. Dent unable to knock down the three. That would have made it a 9-point game. And MJ Rice, coast to coast.
Nobody willing to step in front of that freight train.
McCain, oh, that was a nifty move. He can't finish. Bona unable to save it. He is called for a travel. 14-point lead for Prolific Prep. Winner of this game takes on Virginia Gold tomorrow in a semifinal game. And we do have 2 more games coming up later right here on the Who's Next YouTube channel. The number 4 seed Dream City against Mikey Williams and the 5 seed Vertical Academy. That game starting at 7:45 Pacific time, about a half hour from now. And then the headliners, number 1 seed CBC from California against the hosts, Coronado. In this game, Prolific Prep has really controlled it against Hoop Nation. Every time Hoop Nation has made a run, gotten it under 10, Prolific Prep has had an answer. MJ Rice and Adam Bona, the stars for Prolific Prep so far.
And they've dominated in every facet of the game, offensively, defensively, in transition, on the boards. They've made their presence and their size. They're utilizing every aspect of their game. So these guys are playing really strong and giving Hoop Nation a challenge I'm sure they hadn't seen in a while.
McCain to inbound. We'll see if Hoop Nation has a run in them. A little more than 6 minutes left. Defense has been draped on McCain. Lee with a long two, he misses. Offensive rebound for McBride. And a whistle. I think the shot clock reset accidentally there when it shouldn't have. That shot from Lee did not hit the rim. The shot clock back down to 16 now. Shot clocks are on the floor here at Coronado High School. They had to bring them in because the shot clock not part of Nevada high school basketball, believe it or not. Alongside Rusha Brown, I'm Brandon Liebhaber. Thanks for joining us from Coronado High School in Las Vegas as McBride draws the foul. Game 2 of the GEICO Top Flight Invite at the Border League. Prolific Prep in control right now, 72-58. They lead Hoop Nation.
Hoop Nation has been facing a huge challenge all game, but not giving up, not surrendering, always pushing and trying to get themselves back in. Now to the line.
Hoop Nation hanging around, and they get the lucky bounce there. Aaron McBride, that thing hit every part of the rim before falling down.
A couple of them twice.
McBride, a 6'6" junior. Makes both foul shots, so it's a 12-point game. We'll see if Hoop Nation has a run left in him. Ray White going to work on McCain. Puts it out. Johnson misses a three. McBride with the rebound up ahead. McCain, good look. Boy, that stroke is so pure.
And that's what it's going to take, because every time they set up, it's a challenge with the big man down underneath. So you got to get up the floor, get that shot off. And fortunate enough, Jared McCain, he was able to knock it down.
But Prolific Prep with an answer. Trey White, nothing but net on that three.
Right back at you.
With Prolific Prep's shot-making ability, not a ton of opportunities for Hoop Nation to get in transition. That's a backcourt violation.
Hoop Nation's Donovan Dent trying to explain to the referee. He got his hand on the ball.
Prolific Prep with the ball. They lead by 12. 5 minutes to go. Game 2 of this great event, the second year of the GEICO Top Flight Invite at the Border League. 8 great club teams. MJ Rice, no, Bona misses the putback. Here we go, Donovan Dent absorbs contact, no call. And Rice is all alone. An easy 2 for Prolific Prep. Boy, that could have been a game changer as Hoop Nation was looking to get back in this thing. But instead, Prolific Prep extends their lead to 14.
You got to make good decisions right here with the steal.
All right, that gets Hoop Nation 2 points closer. Donovan Dent lays it in. 12-point game. And now Hoop Nation with some full court pressure on defense. Ray White misses everything on that jump shot, so Hoop Nation can make it a 10-point game with a basket here. Under 4 minutes to play.
Decision making for Hoop Nation right now is going to be really important, because they got to make sure they get a good shot. You know who your scorer is and who needs to get the ball, but how do you get him open in order for him not to be contested?
McCain. Nice pass, and Devin Williams knocks down the jump shot.
Jared McCain willing to be the setup man and kick it out to his teammates because all eyes are on him.
Rice. Now it's Bona down low. They double him. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Prolific Prep. Kind of hard to believe it took this long for them to start doubling Adam Bona down low and forcing it out of his hands. Rice pulls up. Not much you can do there. Aaron McBride had a hand in his face, but Rice just knocks it down. Three won't go for Ramsey Huff. He gets his own miss. McCain hounded by Rice. Good pass there to McBride, and he draws a foul.
Knocking everybody down as he goes to the basket.
Nice pocket pass by McCain. We've seen he's more than just a knockdown shooter. He can get it to his teammates. He's used to having all the defense's attention on him.
And he's shown that he's that player that is capable of everything. Like you said, he's making the passes. He goes to the boards. He's even playing defense and doing some great things for his team. So he's that maintenance man, whatever's necessary.
12-point game. McBride misses the foul shot. Hoop Nation running out of time here. The loser of this game will play LV Orange tomorrow. Though this is a tournament and there will be a championship, every team will play every day, even if you lose. It's an opportunity for these teams to play 3 games against 3 great teams. Here's Bona. Really lost it, gets it back and puts it in. Adam Bona.
He is displaying all of his skills tonight. He's able to get to the basket, dunk, rebound. He's doing some of everything.
Like a pogo stick right there.
He was ready for it to come off. Absolutely.
Nice feed that time, and Aaron McBride finishes. 12-point game. Hoop Nation looking to force a turnover. MJ Rice, boy, he is hard to stop when he's got a head of steam.
And he's scary because he has such great control of his body. He goes really hard, but he still finishes soft off the glass.
Kane doesn't pull the trigger from deep. Instead, he lays it to his teammate, and Devin Williams off the backboard and in. Ola Joseph, no good. Rebound to McCain. He pulls up. And the follow is good. McCain missed, but Devin Williams there to pick his teammate up. It's a 10-point game with about a minute and a half left, so this thing is not quite over. Prolific Prep certainly has been in control, and they do have a double-digit lead, but give Hoop Nation credit. They are hanging around in this ball game.
Not giving up, making sure they do the little things. And we can't talk enough about Jarrett McCain, making sure that he does all the things that his team needs.
Adam Bona certainly has been the star, the big man with a 7'4" wingspan for Prolific Prep, but Hoop Nation hanging around.
Finding a way.
As you mentioned, Jared McCain, just a great pass there.
Looking for his teammate. He knows all eyes are on him. So for him to draw that defense in, suck everybody inside, and then drop it off.
We'll see if Hoop Nation has something up their sleeve here. It's 83-73. Prolific Prep is in front. More full court pressure from Hoop Nation. Prolific Prep with the ball. They tried to trap Trey White in the backcourt, and they force a turnover. Here we go. Donovan Dent lays it in. 8-point game. Prolific Prep draws a foul. Hoop Nation starting to get under the skin of Prolific Prep with that press defense.
Jared McCain just a little late coming in on that backside.
So a foul, both teams in the bonus. That'll send Trey White to the foul line. White, number 35 in the ESPN 100. Uncommitted, recently visited USC. And this is the first. That leaves the door open just a crack. Oh! But he gets the miss after his second free throw, and now he'll get 2 more. Boy, if Hoop Nation had gotten the rebound there after 2 missed free throws, this thing could have gotten real close late.
And you see what happens underneath. Everybody's blocking out Bona. And he was able to come from the free throw line and get that rebound on his own because all attention was on the big man down low.
Adam Bona has been a force, scoring, rebounding, and the blocked shots, of course. Bona and MJ Rice have had the lion's share of the points for Prolific Prep. White at the line, he can make this a 10-point game. He misses, but there's that man again, Adam Bona. Count it +1, that might just do it. Adam Bona will not be denied.
He's too big, too strong. Amazing display of effort and power and just sheer will.
7'4" wingspan. The energy that he has both ends of the court. He's going to be a special player. It'll be interesting to see where he decides to play his college ball. And that three-point play makes it a 12-point game. So Hoop Nation has to hurry. There's another block from Bona. And pass up ahead. A block on the other end, but Adam Bona making his presence felt on both ends of the court in this one.
He is definitely a man amongst boys. Look at the extension.
He can get way up there, almost to the top of the backboard. Final minute now. Prolific Prep appears to have this one in hand. Timeout called by their head coach, Billy McKnight. So Prolific Prep able to hold off Hoop Nation, it looks like, in game 2. With the win, they would face Virginia Gold tomorrow. Virginia Gold needed a buzzer beater from Chris Livingston in game 1 to take on LV Orange. But stay tuned here on the Who's Next YouTube channel. We've got 2 great games coming up. Up next, number 4 seed Dream City against number 5 Vertical Academy. That's Shaden Sharp against Mikey Williams. 2 of the biggest names in high school basketball. You will not want to miss that. And then CBC, the number 1 seed, rounds out the night. They take on Coronado at 9:15. We'll see if Bronny James plays. We hope so. He did not play for CBC last weekend when they were in Miami. But right now, it's Prolific Prep and Hoop Nation, game 2 of 4 today. 43.5 seconds to play. Adam Bona, the big man, he's making a name for himself. He already has a name, but he's making sure that everyone knows just how special he is.
He's done an incredible job here for his team on both ends of the court.
And a foul by Hoop Nation. They're not giving up. And if this score holds, it'll be a good game tomorrow between Hoop Nation and LV Orange on the loser side of the bracket.
With the level of defense that LV Orange played today, just against this team, will be a great game tomorrow.
Free throw no good. Jordan Pope at the line. 38.3 seconds left. Prolific Prep doesn't get either of those free throws there. McCain into the front court. Here he goes. Look out to Dent. He drives and gets fouled. Remember, these are 16-minute halves, so we're only playing 32 minutes of basketball at this event. 87, that's a big point total for Prolific Prep.
They're definitely getting up and down the court. A lot of dunks, a lot of layups, but also a good number of threes.
Dent at the line, he makes the first foul shot. Looking to make it a 10-point game. Dent makes both. 10-point game, half-minute to play, and Hoop Nation not going anywhere. Huff able to knock it out of bounds. Hoop Nation going to play until the final whistle. Prolific Prep doesn't have to shoot. The shot clock is off. There's a foul. Impressive windmill dunk by Trey White. Won't count on the scoreboard.
The athleticism of this team has been on full display. No matter what you try and take away, there's always a complimentary piece that makes sure they shows up.
Well, even their 4th or 5th best players are going to Division I schools at Prolific Prep. 19 seconds left in this ball game. Prolific Prep living up to their name. They've been prolific as McCain takes a deep three, misses short. McBride with the follow. Hoop Nation making this respectable. They hung around, but ultimately Prolific Prep just too much. A team with 4 players in the ESPN 100. They move on. An impressive 88-79 win over Hoop Nation. And Prolific Prep is moving on to the semifinals here at the GEICO Top Flight Invite at the Border League. They will take on Virginia Gold tomorrow. Prolific Prep getting big games from MJ Rice and Adam Bona. This is a team that will be a force to be reckoned with this entire season.
You want to, make sure you pay attention to Jared McCain. He's had an excellent night, scoring, defending, but also getting his teammates involved and making sure that when the defense sunk in on him, he made the right pass at the right time.
McCain played very well in a losing effort for Hoop Nation. He's a guy that we'll have our eyes on for sure, only a junior in high school, but ultimately Prolific Prep with the likes of MJ Rice, Adam Bona, Dior Johnson, Trey White. They were too much to handle, and they get the win, 88-79 over Hoop Nation. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay tuned. Our next game's a great one as well. Dream City takes on Mikey Williams and Vertical Academy. For Rusha Brown and our entire team, I'm Brandon Liebhaber saying so long, but only for a few minutes. We'll see you for our next game here on the Who's Next YouTube channel.